Well, hi ho, everybody. Ah, my goodness. We've made a number of small changes. Uh, I went crazy with mining. I mean, absolutely ape. And so I've got lots of building materials. Tons of building materials at two bases. So, let's. Oh, and I built a design that may take me into space. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Oh, I'm excited actually to get into space. Now, I don't think there's much I can do. Oh, yeah. So, look at that orange signal, unidentified signal in front of us. 5,721 kilometers. Now, in this game's scale, that could be Mars. So, like, nothing local. I was hoping to find, like, a space station. And, I have to confess, I've cheated a bit. I made a ship. Well, you remember that silly thing, that Scout? I kind of rebuilt that and went into space. Now, I didn't go to that signal, but I found some resources out there. I found uranium and platinum. And so I've got that stored. And I made all kinds of stuff. Just all kinds of stuff. Oh, and get this. Okay, so here's the mosquito, right? Right? See? Come here. Let me show you. This is so cool. Bang! Oh, well, you can't tell, can you? Okay, let me come over here. You'll recognize it when you see it. There it is! I made two of them! It was awesome! So I've got two mosquitoes. A mosquito and a spare, you might say. That parking spot is really hard to get into. But what I'm thinking of is keeping this mosquito over with the other base. This is so cool. So I use the blueprint thingy. Let me take off from here. Let's get this started here. I don't think I'm in danger of hitting the... Oh! I was. Oh, I got lucky there. Okay. Let's get up here. Get up where I won't run into anything. Yeah, so I've got two mosquitoes. That makes me feel better with my mini fleet of mosquitoes. And yeah, I wanted one mosquito for the lake base because I found other places to mine and get things. I found those little rocks. In fact, I just found, you'll see there's a signal there. It says another nickel rock. I found rocks, and I just mined the heck out of them. Pretty much made them disappear. So, you see this signal over here? The two mixed signals? That's going to become a problem. There's military forces building up. So, we're going to take a more militant stance. So I've made, like, what are are they called? Not the chain guns, but what are they called? The Gatling guns. Right. So I've made some Gatlings, or Gatling ammo. I've been making ammo for a bunch of things. I haven't made the weapons. Well, I made some handguns and a rocket launcher. Oops, I almost missed my own signal here because I got to looking over there. Okay, let's cruise on down here. I'm a little concerned. I'm going to take it down this way. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. I made 2 of the Mosquitoes because I really like how the Mosquito turned out. Of all the vehicles I've made, this is the most useful. And let me level it off here. I mean, it's sort of easy to fly, and I've rolled it, as you've seen. If you've seen the other videos, I've rolled it a bunch of times, and it was not too hard to figure out. Now that I've made it to where I can exclude materials, or I'm using the event controller thingy, it's really gone well. Okay, so take a look at the base here. I'm trying to avoid trees and other things. Take a look at the base. Look. Oh, well, maybe I'm not close enough. Hold on. Get a little closer. This is a bad angle for me to be at, but... Okay, see? 1. Well, can you see the 1 there? It's 1 by the cursor. 1. This other ship is by the 2. And it's supposed to be 3, but... I think... Okay. Alright, stop that. Let's come over here. Maybe I should see it from this angle. See, I feel a little more comfortable flying this ship. I mean, yes, I could crash it yet again, but... It's, and now that I know how to use blueprints... Ah! We're kicking butt, man. So I keep that in my list of blueprints. That and the new ship that I built, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4 I made... I'm not really pleased with how that turned out, but it's held up with conveyors. I'll show you that here in a minute. So here we can, we'll land here. See, this is another ship. That's the one that's going to carry me to space. It is based on the Scout design. I got tired of resurrecting that. I mean, it's right there, but yeah, it was a pain. Okay, we'll turn to 7. Oops, a little too far. Ah! Okay, go back here. See, it looks funny when it's backwards, the 3 and the 4. Alright, I'm trying to level it out here. Okay. Now I'll take my hand off the mouse. No, I won't. Why do I keep overcorrecting like that? Okay, okay, come down. Let's just land this puppy. I'm trying to straighten it out. Okay. I haven't gotten any faster at landing, obviously, but there we go. Pulls it into place. And we're out. See, I've got ships all over the place now. It's awesome. Okay. I didn't have the new landing pads, 3 and 4, blinking like I do 1 and 2. Just because I thought I wanted some steady light instead of blinky light. I should have put Mosquito 2 on here. That's not too late. Let's see here. Where did I put the numbers? There they are. Alright. 2. Oh, I should probably change the paint. Found a way to copy paint. Trying to remember what that was. I think Shift P. P brings up the colors. But if you've got your little box out and your... Let me do this real quick here. Rotate that. There we go. Now, I seem to have... Did I fix that? Maybe it needs to be repaired. Let's see if that was the case. That was it. Needed to be repaired. Okay. So there's Mosquito 2. Yeah, so Shift P. So I grab the box. Right, oops, not wrong box. So the basic unit cube, right? And you see it's black right now. But if I put it over something like that's a different color, and I go Shift P, now it changes it to that color. And the advantage of doing that over going into the paint menu and just picking color is if you used a particular color by changing all the values here and you don't remember what that is, yeah, you can just do the Shift P on the object that you want. I learned that watching a YouTube video where they were copying the colors of the pod and making their own ship, and they just Shift P'd it and were able to color blocks as they wanted. Okay, so this monstrosity, I'm not pleased. I mean, it's large block, and that's part of the problem. I've found a cool way to build ships without... well, I'll show you later. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, yeah, that doesn't really save any space. I suppose what I could do is make it jiggy-jag out a little bit, and then it would save space, but I didn't happen to do it at the time. So, this ship here, based on Little Scout's design. Remember Scout? Yeah, Scout's been a little bit of a disappointment. Overpowered, but really didn't get me anywhere. Not to space, certainly. So, this I built to look a little like the early space missions that we've had. You know, like the shuttle. And I thought, you know, what could I name this thing? Could I, you know, go Endeavor? Certainly not Challenger. What was the other one? Columbia. I wouldn't want to name it Columbia. I got to looking at the design. Okay, one of the key features over the Scout over there is we've got a drill. So drill's attached. Check out these lights, man. these spotlights. These show tremendous amount of light on your target. And I've got 4 of them there. And then, of course, you know me, I've got lots of lights besides. So you can definitely see me in the darkness of space. This thing is an oxygen tank, attached, of course, to the cockpit, so I can breathe. This actually produces the oxygen, the O2H2 generator, stores it in here, and you can see its level. It should actually be full, but it is what it is. Atmos, I find I need those. These are just not powerful enough to lift me up. I don't know why, because I see other ships and other YouTube channels, and it works just fine. So I'm gonna have to work that one out. Got 2 little event controllers, which I haven't programmed yet, and I've got, of course, a detector, and I've got an additional antenna, and I've got a beacon. You can see the beacon right there. So ideally, I won't get lost out there in space if I leave the ship. Check out these batteries. These are Prototech batteries. They charge faster, they hold a bit more charge, they're convenient, the profile is pretty good. Pretty good. Then I've got some, I could put more on here, but I just didn't. I think it's got plenty. And they're mostly for the atmospheric engines. So I'm falling through space, coming down to the planet, and if the atmos don't have thrust, then I'm messed up. So, and drill power. It's got to power the drill. And of course, if that doesn't all work, then I've got a hydrogen engine, which is side mounted there to connect to the container underneath. I've got a survival kit, then I've got a container, then I've got 2 containers on this one, which differs markedly from the original Scout. So I can actually pick up ice or whatever to power everything else. And the connector was kind of weird to attach there. The thrusters that are pointing down, I think it requires 2 thrusters to get me up into space. The 1 thruster did not do it. But dig this. This is kind of cool. This looks a lot like the lunar landing modules, in my opinion. And all that is in the center is, oh gosh, a small conveyor, that's what it is. So it's a small conveyor. And it gives me all of my directions, which is really cool. And I've got it on the other side. And then I've got thrusters everywhere, but it doesn't seem to help my maneuverability. I don't know why exactly. It's just got tons of thrusters. And a large hydrogen tank. Well, a hydrogen tank anyway. A little bit of armor on the bottom. Yeah, so that's mostly it. Let me show you. That's just for the landing gear. I found I needed that. Just going to show you, the conveyor system between these 2. Now, I could have connected these to other ports. I mean, you can see there are other ports that are available. I think on the other side I've got some ports too. But I thought, it looks kind of cool this way. So I popped one down out of the container box and then did a Y split and power those 2. Now, I don't know what the throughput is of these small conveyor tubes. It may be what's limiting my velocity when I get out into space, or when I rush up out there space. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Oh, check out these stairs. I've got official stairs now, where I just had little ramp blocks. Now I've got stairs. Mining has offered me all of this. I've been able to get enough materials together that I shouldn't have to keep mining in these videos all the time. I hope that works out better for both of us. And of course my little cockpit, I sit and recharge. I added another doohickey, what's this, the container, large cargo container, because I was processing so much ore. And boy, am I glad I put these industrial things on there several episodes ago, because that really helped. So all I had to do was just keep landing Mosquito, and the conveyor system, it pulled it all out. I think it pulled it into the industrial containers first. Excuse me. Yeah, so see, there's another one. So we've got large everything. Now, I connected this spaceship, the Viking, to that big tank. And of course I have to go into the control panel. Well, I might as well show that to you. Let's see, go. There we go. So in the control panels, I should probably check them. Let's do tank. And this is what I'm going to use the event controllers for. So this big old hydrogen tank got almost instantly filled by the base hydrogen tank. This is currently set to stockpile, and now this is set to stockpile. So it was just a flood. That big tank was worth the investment of time and effort to get that on there. Let's check the tank. Huh, that's interesting. I should also put Viking 1 on that too. I try to label a few things, and there's only one on there. I just had to take it off a couple of times. I don't even have to have that. Hydrogen tank, this one I think is the one that goes to the Scout, I think. I'll just put that in there. Okay. So having that big tank means I can come back here, pick up stuff, go up to space, go back down, go back up to space, go down. So yeah. So let's see, what else do I have to say? I think that's pretty good. I just want to go to the event controller now. Event controller, Viking 1. I've got two of them there. Let's start with this one. Now what I want to do is when we are attached, when the connector connected, right, then I want excuse me. I'm feeling better, by the way, finally. My allergies are subsiding. Oh, but not completely. Add blocks. Okay, so when that happens, I'm trying to think of all the things I want to happen. Well, I want all the engines to turn on. And well, yeah. No, I want all the engines to turn off. Ha! Available blocks. Why would it only show me connectors? No. Remove blocks. I'm thinking. Select actions. That's probably where I need to go. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So, right, we've got true and false down here. All right. I think, yeah, all thrusters. Hydro up thrusters, no. All thrusters. Now, I don't know which thrusters we're talking about. Well, okay, all Viking 1 batteries. There's one condition. I want to when we're connected, I want to put them into recharge only. I'm trying to think of how you do this. Because there's discharge down here. That's a little confusing. Okay, when we're connected, I want recharge on. When we're connected, when we're disconnected, I want auto. I think that's the right thing to go. And then, okay, so two. Then I want all thrusters turned off. And I don't think this all thrusters is the same. Let's check that out. Oops. Oh, thruster, all Viking 1 batteries. Oh, wait a minute. Was that the same? Huh. I don't know. I may have messed that up. Okay, all thrusters. Let's check that out. Those are not to the Viking. If I had to guess... Now wait a minute, that is white. Okay. Little bit confusing. Well, let me try the batteries thing. All Viking batteries. Well, yeah, I want a number of things to happen when I connect. Huh. This is starting to get complicated now. It was simple before. So you'd think that... Batteries. Oh, I know, because they're in the P section. For, well, you'll see. Protoss or... No, we're not playing that game. Prototech, that's what it is. So yeah, that's going to be okay. All right. All thrusters. Yeah, that's too few thrusters for this ship, so that's not the right one. Back thrusters. Let's see if that's anything. Yeah, okay, that's different. So let's search for thrusters. Hydro up thrusters, back thrusters. So we'll just choose all the things in white. Because I'm pretty sure that's this ship. The grid that is called this. Atmospheric thrusters. Do I care? No, I don't. Then the large hydrogen thruster that pushes forward. That's all of them. Hydro thrusters. Viking. Let's call that all. Because I do end up controlling individually the ones that push up and the ones that push back. Yeah. Okay, so then we go to the event controller. First event controller. And we say select actions. It's already on the second one. So groups, all hydro thrusters. Okay, when we are connected, we turn them off. When we disconnect, we turn them all on. Did I say that right? Let's do that again. When we're connected, we turn them off. Why does it still say on? Oh, because they're on. Okay. There are a whole bunch of other things that I can kind of come up with, but yeah. Because right now, I'll hit switch lock. Where's my mouse? Oh. I'll hit switch lock for the connector. What was this supposed to be? Oh, this is landing gear. And I did add 2 pieces of landing gear to it. So now this, for some reason, works out in blocks. When I was trying to do blocks on the Mosquito, not so much. You know, where I was trying to measure percentages of whether the cargo containers are full. Yeah, so well, maybe I could do that. No, let's make a block. So landing. Landing gear, yeah. 1 Viking. Because I have redesigned the gear a couple of times. Because it kept getting in the way of the thrusters. Oops. Forgot to put a number on there. There. Okay, so that, and that. All LG Viking. Now we can go to the event controller. And select an action just for that one. Yeah, when we're on a connector, we don't need landing gear. Let's see. Oh, I forgot it's in groups. Off. And I think I'll leave it that way. I don't think I want another condition there. Yeah, for right now. And I could turn things off like antennas and stuff like that. Like, G. What are we going for? 4? Okay. So where's the little antenna thingy? I've got it on there. Oh, groups. Alright. Okay, so antenna 2. That could be the base antenna. Okay, that for sure. Toggle that off. Toggle it on. Kind of think that's the right antenna. Because I'm not seeing... Yeah. Oops. I need 5. Really exercising this programming here. Turn it off. Turn it on. There we go. The batteries are programmed. Wish it would just show the things that were attached to the ship. Because this gets a little confusing. The gyroscope, nah, we'll leave those spinning. Because I just forget to use those too often. Oh, yeah. We need 6. Okay, the detector, or detector. Turn it off. Turn it on. There we go. Let's have a little mouse trouble there. Okay. Control what? Now here's where we get fancy. The tanks. If I can identify them, let's see here. I probably want to turn off the oxygen generators too. We're running out of space. Survival kit we could turn off. Spotlights we could turn off. I don't know if that uses any power or not. I have to look at that. Cargo containers, no. Strongly tempted to turn off some of this other equipment, but I guess that could be getting carried away. Okay, Scout. Tank base. Okay, Viking. So when we're connected, stockpile on. Stockpile off. That seems fair. Oh, and the hydrogen engine, I suppose we should do one for that too. Because I really don't need that on. Turn that off when we're connected. And we'll toggle on while we're traveling in space. Okay. So that's a lot of programming. That almost finished out. I probably missed at least one task. But that's why I have 2 event controllers on there. Because I thought a ship of this complexity might just need something like that. What else? The drill is off. The thing is locked. Oh, landing gear. Landing gear. Oh, blocks. That's right. So I want it here. Landing gear in the Viking. I want that to switch lock. Okay. The back thrusters. I'll turn that off once I get into space. Down thrusters. And then here are the over thrusters. Now, the key to getting into space, well, there are kind of 2 keys, is increasing these this isn't really showing me what I'm doing with it, though. Yes, well, maybe that symbol means something. Yeah, so one increases it and one decreases. I think that this increases it and that decreases. This is the over thrusting, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And this, of course, is to stockpile, which we're doing right now. We're stockpiling. But it's full, pretty sure. Yeah, so the key, 2 keys: over thrusting, up and down, and disabling the dampeners with the Z key. You get up there so high, then you turn off those dampeners, you increase the thingy, the over thrusting, and you're out there. So all in all, pretty cool. And we're going to take that up in space. That was kind of the whole goal of season 1. Well, there were many goals, many goals. To learn how to play the game, largely. Now, you could make an argument that I haven't learned much about playing the game because I haven't gone up very much against NPCs or other players. But, you know, you do what you can with the internet connection you got. And, I've had my fill kind of in NPCs. So, yeah, my goal was to get up into space and maybe see some of those other faraway signals. But I'm learning. I mean, the first thing I learned was a lot of the signals that I saw were strange. Oh no. That's changed. Okay, well, I'll mess with it later. Yeah, I wanted to explore some of those signals that I saw far off. You know, that were 1,000 kilometers or whatever. Yeah, they didn't. When I went into the runabout, and when it was still with us, sadly, I went really far across the surface of the planet, but just nothing. and then discovered that they were way, way far away, which could have only been off the planet. And so we're kind of messed up there. But I may, mind you, may at some point go up to Mars. Not today. And this unidentified signal, oh, it's now pointing down. It must be something in the system, but not, I think it's probably a planet. It's nothing that I can get to, I don't think. I mean, well, this 1372 I might be able to get to, but that would take at, let's say, 100 meters. What is it? The max speed on this is 100 meters a second. That would take a couple of hours at least. I don't think we want to do that. We'll see. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. Got a feeling it would take some time. I don't have warp engines yet, and I suspect that's what I would need to go up to a signal that far. I just wanted to get off the planet, you know. I thought that was something I could do like in the 3rd or 4th episode. No, apparently not. You know what I should do is add that scout to my blueprints too. I mean, it's not the greatest design, but oh, did you see the other stairs I have? Kind of fun. I mean, we had games like The Sims where you could customize your houses and different things. I never really got into that. I know people who really, really love that game, and I suppose it's a lot of fun. They even made movies with it, but just can't gizmo and gadget things together like you can with this game. So I've got these little stairs. So no matter what, I was having a time, you know, I'd run low on fuel and I couldn't get up the big platform that I'd created. This is so cool. I've got 3 ships here. And this is like, oh, I don't know, for a guest. Come visit. Which would be cool. I am thinking about getting the new quantum fiber thingy. They might wire something out this way in a couple of weeks. So it could be like a month or 2. I'm kind of wondering if that's what I want to do. Okay, let's see here. Let's back up a little bit. And oh, this is scary. I don't think, I better double check. I don't have anything over. Wow, look at all these. Landing gear. Thrusters. Okay, let's check out all of our hydrogen thrusters and make sure that nothing is override. I don't have any thrust override. I think if any of them were overridden, this would show up that way, but I mean, just because this ship is really hard to operate. I mean, ridiculously hard. I don't know why, because I've got thrusters everywhere. I bet when I turn on when I disconnect, it'll go thump. But that's why I've got the landing gear on. I'm hoping it'll catch that thump. It won't destroy it. I did that when I was experimenting with this ship over at the other base. And it fell down and it broke all the thrusters that were sitting on the bottom. It tore off the shielding. It tore off the antenna. It was a mess. Just hydrogen thrusters. It's these big ones that are enabled. So this is up and this is up, and both of them don't have the thruster. Got it. Now, this, let's see, those are the ones that push down. I'm going to want to turn those off. I want to turn the back thrusters off eventually. I'm not going to do it right away, because we're going to be going straight up. Triple check the tanks. Oxygen tank is 97. Why is it even using it? Okay. Hydrogen tank is 100%. I think we're ready to go. I could be wrong. Okay, here we go. We're going to unlock the connector. Okay, dampeners are on. Ah! Called it. What can I do to prevent that from happening? Is 6 all the thrusters, or just, yeah, it's the up thrusters. Yeah. And then 5 is the back thruster. Yeah, see, none of them are showing up there. Oh, hold on for just a sec. Sorry about that. My heater comes on, and I noticed that really messes up the audio. I mean, not that it's great to begin with. Okay, so fine. All thrusters. I just dig that. Okay, turn. Well, it says they're on. Oh, I know. Well, when it disconnected, it was supposed to turn on the event controller. I really want to get this nailed. Okay, so select actions. Okay, it should turn. Okay, when it's false, and that's the case we're looking at, that should turn on the hydrogen thing. That's supposed to turn on all the thrusters. It's supposed to turn on the beacon, turn on the antenna, turn on the ore detector, and turn on the hydrogen tank. I think that's all I got. Or turn the stockpile to off, which is the question I was going to ask. Okay, I'm looking at all the engines and none of them are showing that little orange glow. Okay. Stockpile says on. Am I reading that right? Stockpile on off. Off. Maybe I'm just not seeing it right. Let's go out here. Nope, seeing any orange glow. This poor little ship. It's beaten and abused. Okay, well let's do it manually then. Hydrogen thrusters. It says on. Okay, let's go to tank. The hydrogen tank is it stockpiling? Stockpiling is off. So we should be seeing something. And it says it's 100% filled. I have, believe it or not, flown this. So this is a little flummoxing. Batteries. Did my batteries turn back on? I'll bet they didn't. Let's see all batteries. They're on recharge, they're not on auto. Here we go. Yep, that's what did it. There's always something. Now I know I've got that in the controls. Okay. This is going to be ticklish, because if I take off from this position... okay, the landing gear is locked. So I have to hit P, I think. Okay. There we go. We're cruising. It's a little. Go forward a little bit. There we are. Okay. So we go to space. Now that it's finally daytime. Alright. And let's go. Okay, now I want to turn off. I'm trying to remember now. Is it 5? Back thrusters and down thrusters. Yeah, I probably want to turn both of those off. So 5 and 6 off. And here we go. We're going to space, people. Trying to level it out here, because I don't want to have the thrusters working more than they did. I need to turn off the dampeners at some point. I'm not sure exactly where I should do that. Now I have to overthrust. Let's try overthrusting right now. And turn the dampeners off. Are we doing it? Are we still there? Yes, we are. Now, they suggested turning it down to the minimum point to where it just starts falling. I am hitting 7. Oh. Okay, down. Altitude still increasing. So 19 kilonewtons it looks like. Pull it back. 19 kilonewtons gonna do it? I think so. Okay, we're already higher than I went before. And look at that atmosphere. Look at that envelope around the planet. That is so cool. We've got the dampeners off. We're overthrusting at 19 kilonewtons. Woohoo! And I think we're going to be able to shut it off around, I think they said 40 kilometers or 40,000 meters. Okay, let me give you a view. Hold down the Alt key and then just pan around. Look at that. We're moving right over the lake. See that beautiful lake? That is so nice. planet's really not much to look at. Someone told me it's the same planet every time. You're just landing in different spots. Which makes sense if they say it's Earth. Alright. Cool beans. Oh, I forgot to put ice on board. This could be a short flight. The last time I putzed around with it, I went out to the asteroids, but I didn't use up all my tank. So, not too bad. I forgot to GPS mark things, which was kind of dumb, but hindsight's 2020. Okay, we'll put it right about there. Look at the atmosphere. That is so cool. Everything's horribly out of scale. I mean, the orbits of the planets and everything. It is what it is. I'm tempted to go find out about that unidentified signal, but I just know it's a moon or some silly thing. Could be Titan. This is like the Golden Book's version of the solar system. It's kind of awful. Why, this takes a long time to get up where it needs to be. We're still increasing. So, yeah, those 2 steps I had totally missed. Oh, I just noticed that my atmospheric engines are lopsided. I think I need to turn off those atmos. Let's search for them this way. Atmospheric thrusters. I'm pretty sure I put that somewhere. Hold on a second. Up thrusters. Oh, I thought for sure I did, though. Yeah, that's Atmos. Large atmosphere. Well, I should say all Atmos. On the Viking. Save. Now, let's throw that. Yeah, I guess the only space I got for it is 4. Come on. Toggle on and off. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Oh, look at that. We've seen debris already. I hadn't noticed that before. Well, I say debris. I mean making sure I'm not going to run straight up into one. Little asteroids. Okay, our gravity is at 0.07. They say there's a transition at 0.05. Right after that, it goes to 0. So at that point, I'll turn on the dampeners. I'll turn on 5 and 6 and turn on the dampeners. The rest of the engines, turn them on. Actually, I should be able to shut off the overthrusting. We're at 42,000. We're 42 kilometers up. Okay. Disable those. 5 and 6. Turn the dampeners on. And we're slowing down to 0. No momentum, no motion, 0 gravity. We have arrived, kiddies. We are in space. Just kind of look around here. I don't want to deal with things that are inside the gravity well, because that would require too much energy. What is that in the crosshairs? Is that the moon? Let's head on over here. Just take a look-see. Just a little friendly look-see. And I'm not supposed to aim at the object. I'm supposed to aim off to the side. See, I listen to people. I grant you it's not terribly often. Maybe I should turn, which one is it? Down thruster, back thrusters. Turn the back thrusters off. When I'm trying to go to an object. That way it'll keep my velocity and wonder if there's a back thruster that I forgot. Let's see. I've still got. I was thinking I had one up front, but I guess I don't. I have a couple of back thrusters that just don't make sense. Well, wait a minute. That's turning on. I do have one back thruster that's defeating the purpose. I'll have to get that later. Might have to get it now. We'll burn a little fuel. Get some ice, baby. We don't have to overdo it. Okay, 5. Fine. Fine, I'll go in and do it. All back thrusters. Back thrusters. Connector Viking incomplete? What? Did I damage my connector? Oh. Back thrusters. Okay, there's one. Gotta read through this list carefully. Okay. That one. Forward, down, left. Down, right, up, up, up. I think I got it now. I had to take off a thruster because it wasn't allowing propellant to go through. Okay. Yeah, since we're at a stop, I'm going to jump out and look at this. Isn't this cool? Very dangerous and perhaps even stupid thing to do, but there we go. Checking the engines, looks good. Okay, now I should be able to, and I'm going to look at the top here. 6. No, 5. Now it should stay at that speed. Yep, there we go. It's coming up on us awful fast. But supposedly you can change trajectory without engaging the thrusters again, which is nonsense. Now if it hit 5 again, the dampeners will come on and it'll slow me down. Okay. Slowing me down. Okay, here we are, investigating our first group, as a group. We're investigating our first asteroid. Pretty exciting, huh? Now I've got mining. What am I trying to say? I've got the detector on board. I've got lights on. At least I think I do. Where's the big beams? I have to get really close, is the thing. And the detector doesn't really pick out stuff for me. Now the first time I did this, I got the... Oh, here we go. Here, look at the light. See the light? That's scanning, boy. Visually. You actually don't find much by the detectors. Now, if I had the big detector of the big grid, I might. But this... It like detects it after you've already seen what's there visually. So we'll get up close and personal here. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I do not have a filter on this to take out stone, because I was thinking I would just get like ice. Now of course I got other materials, thankfully, and I took advantage of that and I manually threw away stuff. So right now what I'm doing is visually looking for ice, even though I've got detectors on board. Why am I seeing smoke? Have I developed a fault? Okay, let's check this out. What happened? Did I damage landing gear or something stupid? I did. All I did was tip this over. It's like cow tipping. And immediately there's damage. Landing gear is supposed to be a little bit more robust than that. Better make sure that's not damaged. Are there those? Alright. Okay. Ha! How silly. This kind of seems like a dud, but gonna do like the doctor does and look at all the crevices. Huh, I can't see it well enough. Here we go. What? I think we're developing issues here. Okay, I'm not going to find any ice. I think I need to do a design check here. don't think I'm going to be able to redesign this thing out in space. Let me just double check that. Okay. Where am I seeing the smoke from? I think I'm seeing it from here. You know, you get away with a lot when you're building these things. Sometimes that may be too close. Yep, that's the problem. That is certainly the problem. Well, that maybe explains why it got damaged last time. Maybe this just isn't the way to do it. Maybe I should disable that one. Yeah, let's disable it, because I'm not... Oh, now all of a sudden you won't be drilled. I did not want to do that, totally. Because we're going to need the connector when we go down. Man. Okay, both of those pieces are okay. It's not showing me the other piece. Hydrogen tanko. Yeah, it's this piece I was... Converter's fine. Okay. Alright. Any other... Check my inventory. I don't have any ice on board, so... Hydrogen is... It says 15 days, but... Let's see, control panel, tank. Wow, that used a lot more fuel this time. Okay. Yeah. If I'd found ice right away, I would have said, we're good to go. Let's go back down. You know, as I look at Earth, I'm not seeing oceans. Big, beautiful atmosphere, but no ocean. Oh, turn the dampeners off. Right. There we go. We'll just let it ride. Yeah, something like, what, 7/10 of the planet is covered, this planet that we're on is covered in it. Yeah, I think we'll go down and get some ice. We know that this works. We get out to space, we can play with asteroids. I don't think without a warp drive we can explore the targets that I'm kind of interested in. So that might be a next step. Maybe talk about getting to Mars. That might be intriguing. You remember that time I was messing with the Scout? We went up. I think we went, what, 12,000 meters? And, boy, we came down in a hurry. Now we've got time to have a conversation, time to get out and, like, check pieces and parts. Excuse me. I just find that funny. I'm thinking of it. Oh, let me get that centered on what I think is the right target. This mismatch of the engines, the atmospherics. Yeah, I could move that over. Could I do it while we're flying? Maybe. Now let's just. Oh, the worker bee beaten is still there. That is so sad. I'm saddened by it. In fact, I think that's the wrong target. I think the lake is over here. Oh, that's something else I wanted to do. Do I have enough pieces and parts? I don't know what it takes. That's interior plate. I don't have any. Oh, yes, I do. Let's see. Do I have the? Shall I take a chance? Let's take a chance. I want to put a camera on here. Okay. Where do I have the camera? Oh, there it is. 9. Okay, rotate that. Okay. Let's see if I can build it. Got it! Nice! Let's jump in. Okay, F. Come on. Camera. Ah, there's the lake. See the lake? At least I think that's the lake. I don't see the base, which is kind of weird. I know I've got a signal on the base. That's pretty wild. That is so fun. I think that might be it there. But I've run out of thingies to put that camera doohickey on. That is cool. I think I'm going to have to orient the ship a bit. Oh, I could, I suppose. G2. Camera. View. Always adding something to this. Okay, let's not take a chance with that right now. Okay, I think below 6,000 I'm going to probably engage the doohickeys. Atmospherics on, dampeners on. Here we go. Nice. I don't know that I want to power down that way. Do I? Which is the base thingy? I don't think that's it. I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Okay. Drop out of that. let's orient myself over here. Okay. Now drop down. Or I could just turn the dampeners off. Let's do that. I hope I can recover from whatever height that I choose here. $104. That's almost past the speed limit. Let's see how many times we can pull that trick before we really regret it. Okay. Turn off the dampeners one more time. Okay, that's got to be a mistake. So let's just not do that anymore. Okay, I'm trying to see where the base actually is. Okay. I think it's here. Okay. Dampeners off. Pretty good. Another couple 100 feet. That's playing with fire, I know it. Okay, well, we got to cozy up over there. So this was an entirely successful flight. I didn't mine anything, but that's okay. I really wanted to kind of play with the event controller on mining stuff like I did with the Mosquito, so I just may not do that right now. Okay. Level myself off here. Okay, down we go. Cozying up to that connector, just with a ship this problematic. Level it off a bit, because when you come in cockeyed, it's a little bit hard to get that to work. Okay. Oh, I need to change to that. There we go. That is really tough to do. I don't know if I've got the right view. At least I'm under the blade. Okay, down a little bit. Now that looks pretty close to bang on. But I bet I'm way high. Ha! Shoot. Okay. Down a little bit. Come over. Well, it's hitting something. Oh. And lock. There we go. Now. Oh, there we go. The event controller finally worked. I was going to say, looks what's not happening. Okay, fair enough. Let's double check some of that, like the batteries. That's set to auto. Pretty sure I set that to recharge. Let's check the event controller. Okay. Select actions. And of course I gotta guess where that is. I'm not guessing, I'll just try all the buttons until I get to what I want. Battery, well, it's the first one. Okay, what is this saying? That's saying on, right? When I'm connected, I want it to just recharge. Not auto. And this, I want to, when it's disconnected to, I just want it to be auto. So why doesn't this connected? I just want it to recharge. Not auto. That's a little confusing. Okay. Well, anyway, I mean, it turned off all the thrusters. Oh, let's check the tank. That should be set to, what is it? Stockpile. I'm seeing stockpile off. Why isn't it stockpile on? Yeah, sometimes these things need a little practice to master. Hydrogen engine should be set to turn off when it's connected. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Here's the tanks. Now, when it's connected, it should turn stockpile on. That means on. That means off. Stockpile on, off. Well, let's see what the tank did anyway. I mean, I wasn't paying attention. Are we full? No. So if I hit that, is that because the batteries are off? This really does require a bit of engineering skill. If I turn that on, well, it's on auto. That's on auto. So this really should be working. Okay. Ah, I know why. So I go to the base, and I turn that to stockpile off. Watch this. Watch over here. Zoom. Now all of that is going into here. See that? Look at that. Woohoo! It's going to be filled in no time. So we could, so land, all we have to really do is wait for the batteries to recharge, and boom, filled. Look at that. Now, I don't think I'm actually using that for anything, so... Stockpile is on. Lake base. Turn stockpile on, because I don't want to be used for anything. I don't think it is. I do have a hydrogen engine, I think. No, that's at the other base. So that ship is ready to go back up. However, we discovered that there were a few problems, didn't we? Okay, so this one. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't. Something else I wanted to do as well. That was fun. We went to space today. Ah, heading right for the lightning. Isn't that grand? I see a rock. Hold on. Mining these rocks has been really helpful. 3. What do we got here? Come on, that's something, obviously. What is it? I'm kind of guessing it's nickel, but why am I not picking it up? Magnesium! No? That's 4 kilometers away. Oh, come on, this is obviously something. Tap, 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 tap. It says it's ice. There's no way that's ice, dude. Dude. No way. Okay, well, I'm going to ignore that one and... Oh, that's the nickel rock. Okay. I have mined most of the rocks out of here, so... Not entirely surprised. Uh-oh. What's the deal here? Oxygen bottles. Hydrogen bottles. They're both drained? Okay, well. Looks like we're walking. Is that really where I want to go? Yeah, there used to be a silver rock. Be all kinds of stuff here. I've removed a lot of the old markers for things, but you know, this would be a whole lot easier if I didn't see all these. Let me see, GPS. How do I just turn them off? Oh, I have to hit here? Can I do that to a bunch of them? No, you gotta do it each and every time. Okay. No. I'd like to. Yeah, we'll leave that on because I think that's pretty cool. I'll turn these on again later, maybe. Okay, so I've got Alpha Base and the lake. That seems fair. Now we're not inundated with so many signals. There we go. It says respawn pod and not the base, but yeah, I'll take it. So we've got 4 kilometers to run. Shucks. I'd like to go get that unknown signal, but it's 1, it's 5 kilometers away, and 2, I don't have any hydrogen to do that kind of thing. Yeah, so I've taken to carrying a bunch of oxygen with me, but I don't think I really need it. I did this the other day. I ran into a tree very much like that. Kaboom! And it killed me. Oh, I think I could cheat a little bit. Let's see.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Okay. Alright, it's a little bit of the running out of the way. Ran it right down into the nubs. This guy can run 19 meters per second, which is pretty amazing. At least I think he can. I didn't want to go over all of that. Yeah, I think this is a better path. I've been flying around so much that I've forgotten that these little crags and crannies exist that make life a little bit hazardous. When you play these games in hard mode or in some of the other survival modes, they have it to where you have to manage your food and other resources. That strikes me as just a little too difficult. Could be wrong. I'm seeing an orange signal there to the right. It's about 4 kilometers away. I don't think I've seen an orange signal. So that's got my curiosity piqued. We'll get some gas and then maybe consider exploring that. Oh, come on. Get the lead out there, guy. Come on. Guy would probably look at me and say, "You do it." Which I would say, "No, no." This is nice desert. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm really on the right track here. It says I am. Cobalt, we're certainly in the right area. We've got cobalt nearby. Runabout beacons. Lesson. Oh, there it is. I see the twirlygigs. There we are. Ah! Almost got myself in a little bit of trouble there. Now, if I could only get a buggy to go that well, a rover type thing. I don't really need to be running with that. There we go. There we are, we got home. Look at the inventory and fill up my bottles. Here or... I've got so much ice, I could probably just carry some ice over it. There it is. I like to hold them individually because it gets confusing when they're stacked like that is. Throw that in there. So I don't need that. Sure filled. That is so pretty. I'm gonna check this out here for a sec. Hold on. Yep. A little trouble with my interface. There we go, that's better. Where's that orange signal? Oh, that's iron. Is that my own signal then? Let's go up. Okay. Oh, I guess that was my own signal for mining iron. Go up here a little bit. Just because it's fun to do. Survey my world. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, so I wanted to show you. I'm going to scoot around here. So, I've kind of put together the start of a little prototyping area. And I tried to put down some grate. So I ran supplies out to here so they would actually, so I could actually pull stuff out of there and put stuff back in there if I landed. This is where I'm going to build another battle structure. A little less grandiose than the other one, where the other one was a wall. This one's going to be like, I think I mentioned it, a kind of a taco bowl structure, like they had like at Taco Bell, where you order this big a taco salad. That's what it is. Yeah. So anyway, so I tried to make it look all cool, but I tried to have it to where it was in the center of the valley. So I had to do a jiggy jag. This was kind of fun. But for some reason, I can't put a cover over this. Now, I thought it was because grass was poking through. You can see right here, there's a little bit of grass that somehow pokes through the metal. But, it wouldn't take it. There's a little grass that pokes through over there, but it built it just fine. Built other things just fine. Well, maybe, since I've restarted this, maybe can try it again. See, it'll build right on top of the metal blocks. It seems to think that that's okay. But you try putting it here and it gets all red and it won't do it. So I don't know what's preventing it. I think what I'm going to have to do is take these out, grind it down on the ground, and then try it again. I could try it now, I suppose. Alright, now. Jump in. I don't know. It fusses about the least little bit of grass, so let's try. Okay. So maybe that's enough grass there. Let's pull it down a little bit. Okay. Take that. I don't see why that would cause trouble. Playing with this in a lightning storm just seems like a bad idea. Okay. Let's see. Is it this? Interior wall. Why do I always confuse the interior wall? Straight tube, please. I don't see one available in that configuration. Let's see. Do I have that somewhere else? Yes, I think here. No? Okay. Here? There we go. Surely. There we go. Tube. Now, let's raise myself out of here. I'm gonna have to change the color of that. Rotate. A la peanut butter sandwiches. Okay. Paint. Yum yum yellow. Well, now. There we go. And smack. There we go. That's white, but that's yellow. Well, here's me not caring. Where's the grading? There's the grading. Now let's see how degrading this is. It's weird. I can put it on any other surface and it won't go there. Okay, why? It would look so cool there. And it went over there just fine. What is the difference? Well, I'm not going to worry about it. So anyway, I wanted to show you this cool technique. So, you know how I usually use the boot? So, let's see. So I make the small boot and I just drop it on any old plate. Boom. Maybe not like that. Oh, yeah. Why does it show me two different graphics for that? Alright, so here it is. This nice old boot. It's magnetically adhesed to this surface. And I can push on it Actually, I can move it, can't I? Huh! I did not know that. It looks like it's moving. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, so then you put little blocks on top of that. Make a liar out of me. Okay, so you put little blocks out there, and you just kind of, build the ship along. Do all the things that you're going to do. Okay, that's one way. And it works. But you are not connected to the grid. You cannot recharge batteries while you're building, which is kind of a bummer. So, what I did was I built a connector from these conveyor tubes. And then I put a small grid connector on top of that. Built it and just dropped it. And then clicked on the thingamabob, went to connector, and turned it to lock. And we're golden. So that's how I built that. And put a little... I was starting with storage because I thought, I'm going to need storage for all the bullets and things. So I'll start out with that. I'll build the turrets on top, throw a couple of engines, and we're good to go. I don't want to invest a lot of time in something that's going to get beaten up, because I still have to learn how to use those turrets. For some reason, they're not targeting. The AI it sucks. I have to manually target everything, so I don't know if that's a common problem or not, but I'm not going to invest a lot of time building these ships that are going to go out and attack things. So, let me show you kind of what that looks like. So here I've got a connector. Doesn't have anything attached to it yet. Let's float a little bit. Let's choose a connector thingy-mabob. Okay. And I'm going to choose it to where it's the smaller version. Rotate it appropriately. Now it's going to be free rotating. I'm not going to be able to use the usual, placement to grid. Local grid align. I'm not going to be able to use that because it's going to be small. See? So... And ideally, I'd like to align it with little metal bars inside. So let's see if I can convince this to fly properly. Rotate that. Okay. And let's pull it over just a little bit. I don't know if that's going to do. So I drop it. There we go. Then I quickly just get into it. Connector, control panel for the connector, and lock. There we go. It turns green. You can see there in the background. Turns green. So it's connected. So anything you connect to that, batteries or whatever, boom, you're starting to charge. Or you can pull inventory out to finish building the rest of the ship. Now, I know they've got videos on using magnetic blocks and what else? Well, certainly the shoe method. Right? Or the landing gear method. And I think they've got another one. Splitsy has a video where he shows you how to do that with the connectors sideways, and you have to put two little bricks on another surface to align it, and then just build. I tried that, couldn't get it to work reliably. This works every single time, so I recommend it. Now, of course, I'm using a mode which allows me to just pop it on there, and it's fully formed. But yeah, you can still do it if you have it wireframed, and then just build it up, and then click on here, hit K, and boom, you're programming. Or I mean, turning it on, and then you can see the whole base and everything else. So that's the way to go. I recommend it highly. It's easy peasy, you can do it. I mean, I don't consider myself quite the newbie anymore. That would be unfair for me to say that. So I am maybe, I wouldn't say so far as intermediate, but I'm farther along now, and I've discovered these things, and I'm passing them on to, whoever's interested. So that was something important that I thought I should share. Rather than making it complicated, this method would be beautiful if it connected you to the main power source. All it does is magnetically attach you to the plate. That's just not going to do. Take this down so I don't confuse the battle. There we go. Yeah. Oh, Mars looks good tonight. Or pink looks good tonight. Oh gosh. I think what I'll do is I'll keep working on this design here to try and add some guns and maybe make something. There's another signal that appears over there somewhere. And there's certainly the signal over by the lake base, and I am majorly concerned about that one. I think that one's going to give me trouble. And I don't want trouble. Or if I'm going to have trouble, I'm going to end it in a hurry. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed seeing my progress. I'm becoming more sophisticated, I think. I may bring that other ship over here, or even duplicate it, as I did with the Mosquito. And you remember how this works. We can raise and lower this to whatever depth we need. And seems to me like kind of this is the best design of this that I built, but nothing. So violence is where I'm headed next, and then we'll see where to go with that. Let me go back into my little cubby here. There we go. We look at the space. That is so cool. Now, if I move my mouse in here, I can't do anything, but if I hold down Alt, then I can look at all the control panels and look off to the side where the grass is. Yes. I think I'm going to make this all interior as well. I'm kind of jonesing for a home base that has some interior to it. But, yeah. It's fun showing you what I've done off screen as well as or offline, as well as doing it in real time. It's such fun. And I'm glad you're there, because I don't think I'd have the stick-to-itiveness to mess with something like this. It's just, yeah, it's a little, silly, but I don't think I should say more. But thank you, and We'll see you again next time.